Hi guys, so this is going to be my June gratitude video, and if any of you guys follow my channel or follow me on social media, you know that for the year of 2016 I am doing the 366 days of gratitude, because there was a leap year this year, where I declare something I'm grateful for every day, and I do it online. So I do it on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook, and those are all under the hashtag of Candid, Newfie gal. And then at the end of every month, although I do know it's July 22nd, and so it's a little late for June's because I'm almost time to do July's, I do a video about it where I use my Instagram pictures to show you guys, and then I elaborate on it if there's anything that needs to be elaborated on. And there's many reasons why this is taking me a little bit longer. If you've been watching my channel, you know a couple of months ago I ended up having to do 3 months in one sitting, one day. I had to go and do 3 different videos because I got behind because of illness. This time is partially because of my foot, because when I get home from work I'm very tired because my foot is broken, for those of you who don't know. The other thing is, if you look around me and see what my backdrop is, it's all moving boxes, and that's because our possession date is in just over a month. So my whole house is pretty much packed, and that's what I've been using most of my spare time to do, is pack up my house. So let me just take a drink of water, and we'll go ahead and jump right into the month of June. So June 1st was day 153 of gratitude. So today I am grateful that the workday is over. I had no access to my computers today at work. Normally I would not complain, but when you have multiple reports to work on and you have multiple emails to send to ensure that the youth in your program get into their work terms, which start in 2 to 4 weeks, your computer becomes extremely important. So the picture I used is this little guy. It's a picture I found in stock pictures on Google, and I just love him. There's lots of little memes with him. I know you're glad your day is over. Have a great night. So day 154 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for veggie spaghetti, and I forgot to take a picture of it, so I just used my default picture, which is what are you grateful for today. Hope you guys are going to be able to see these because of the sun. Oh, there we go. Maybe if I just lean back a little bit more. Okay. Day 55 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful my day is over because my neck and shoulder are killing me. So this was before I hurt my foot. I've been having a lot of problems with my neck and back over the last few months anyways. But later on in the month when I started using crutches, it got really, really bad. But this is actually before I hurt myself. So I just have a little squirrel that says, "Thank God the workday is over." Like I said, these are my pictures from my Instagram. And then day 156 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for tough days as they help me grow. And I couldn't find a picture I liked, so I just used my stock picture of what are you grateful for. Day 157 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful to live in a country that offers free health care. So there was a lot of stuff going on both in mine and my husband's life and some of our family's lives, where we've been in, a lot of my family and friends have been coming in contact with the healthcare system a lot, month of May, June, and even into July. And living in Canada, I'm very, very grateful that we can access that for free. Day 158 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for barbecue season. And I just have a little picture that says fire up the grill. So during the summer and even in the spring and fall and sometimes even into the winter, my husband grills probably 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. So I just love stuff off the grill. Day 159 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for my amazing grandfather and all the wonderful lessons he taught me over the years. Rest in peace, Grampy. June 7th, 2013. So this is one of my pictures of my grandfather the last few years. that he was alive. And this, so day 159 fell on June 7th, and that is the anniversary of his death. And I miss him so much. It's crazy. Day 60 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for Dragon software. So this is just a stock picture of Dragon software, because mine was partially packed, and when the picture I did take is like, you don't have any idea what that is. Essentially, Dragon software is software where you can speak and it types for you. So I use it because of my dysgraphia. Day 161 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for Peace Hill Insurance and their helpful brokers. So this is the side. This is from our insurance company, not a broker. That's our insurance company. And we actually had to go and get our insurance readjusted again from where our house that we're in now to the house we thought we were buying. And we got the premiums worked out, and we started paying some of the extra premiums ahead, so that, because we're going to have to pay like a whole, we have to pay 6-7 months of a property tax ahead when we first move in. We have to pay that to the lawyer in order to move in. So we started overpaying our insurance, so that we wouldn't have those incredibly high insurance payments for that, for the first, like from July to December of this year. And then because a whole bunch of stuff got screwed up with our move, we actually had to readjust it again. And the broker was really nice to my husband, and he just said, yep, the money you've already paid, we'll put towards that, we'll adjust it, whatever, because we ended up with a different type of drainage for our sewer, and then our grading was different and whatever. So he was just extremely helpful. And then day 162 of gratitude. I am grateful that Scotiabank finally got their act together and we can move forward. So this is just a picture from Scotiabank. Essentially, our the loan lady that we had was absolutely horrible, and she lost the paperwork in going in for our mortgage to go into the mortgage team, and it was a big mess, and we almost lost our new house because of it. The builder had given us 2 extensions. They typically only give 1. 2 is the maximum extension they can give, and we were 1 day away from needing a 3rd extension and trying to get the builder to do that. And the builder's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't. And in the very last minute, they got their crap together and we got our mortgage, so that's good. Day 163 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for the Ellerslie Pet Hospital. We went to see them for the 2nd time today for Casper's Tale, and they were beyond professional and friendly. The owners even took us on a tour to ensure our comfort level with the clinic and their ability to look after our fur babies. So this is Casper on that day without his cone, because we had just given him his medicine. But if they look the picture before, I put a picture up of, this isn't part of my gratitude, this is just on my Instagram, of poor Casper with his cone on. He just got his cone off like a week ago. He had to take antibiotics, and he had to take prednisone, and now he's on gabapentin all the time because he has arthritis, and I think that's why he was chewing at his tail. And knock on these wooden boxes, he's been 8 or 9 days without his cone, and his tail is completely healed. It's very puffy like it's supposed to be, and he's not touching it. So I'm hoping that the gabapentin is going to address the problem. Day 164 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for little distractions from the larger life stresses. So we went to see Now You See Me Too. This is one of their posters. Because the month of June was extremely stressful for me. And so yeah, it was just a little distraction. Day 163 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful that I found an amazing new family doctor, and she is even she's even just north of South Edmonton Common, so it won't be that far from Beaumont when we move. So we're moving outside of the city. Well, we live on one side of the city now, the north side city. We're moving way to the far south and into 2 communities in. So I didn't have a picture of the clinic because the clinic is just new, so I just used my stock picture. But I got a new doctor and she's absolutely amazing. Day 166 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful that I took a step back and weighed the pros and cons of a situation and decided not to take a risk that may or may not pay off. Instead, I decided to take the safe route and protect my family. So I just have a picture. Sometimes you need to take a step back in order to see where you need to step next. So essentially what this is I was offered an opportunity to work with the fire victims from Fort McMurray, Alberta, here in the city I live in. It would have been an amazing experience, very good social work experience, something I really wanted to do, but I would have had to leave a permanent job to do that. And it was only guaranteed for 3 months, and even though they're pretty sure it would be extended, and I know someone who got one of the positions and it has been extended now at least till the end of the year, it just wasn't a risk I could take with no benefits, no guaranteed income after three months, those sort of things. And even if I wanted to go back on EI, it would have been a very rare form of, like a very short-term rare form of EI, because it was a contract position anyways and you're not entitled to a lot. And I just came off of being laid off in October and going back to work just before Christmas and getting laid off again in February, so it just wasn't worth the risk to me. Day 167, 167 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful to have the opportunity to have met some amazing young people at the Youth Expo. So this is just their poster, the 6th Annual Youth Expo, June 15th, 2016 at Northlands. And so this is where youth and young adults can come to find out about schooling options, to find out about employment options, to find out about social services that they can use, so counseling, food bank, clothing bank, all those things. And my work actually had a table there because our program was one of the feature programs. Day 168 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for the opportunity and the privilege I had today to see my amazing young adults show what they learned at our end of program open house. So for confidentiality reasons, I didn't use the picture that I have of them from that day. I just used my stock picture, but that was the open house for my first intake from my new job. And it was amazing. That intake was amazing. So day 169 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful that the concrete floor didn't completely take my ability to walk away. So if you look at this is actually a double picture. The one that's larger, that's my right knee, and that was the one that was damaged the most. And then this one was my left knee. That's from when I fell. The fell that actually broke my foot, that I didn't realize broke my foot at that time. Day 170 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for my amazing husband. That's all. This picture is from December 2012, but I just absolutely love it. So everyone that looks at this picture asks me if my husband does male modeling. It's just the stance he was in. I was actually taking a picture of him so we could send it to his mom. That was actually the last Christmas. His mom actually sent us money for Christmas, because that is actually the Christmas she got sick. But she used to, even though he's a grown man, she used to send him money to buy something that he needed. And we always would send her a picture back to Newfoundland to show her, like, this is what we got, and this is how it affects. So that jacket is what, let me just switch myself around a little bit. The jacket is actually what he got was a winter jacket, because it was one that he could wear with work clothes, because my husband wears dress clothes every day to work. So that was that. Day 171 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for this man, my amazing dad. Dad, you have taught me so much, lessons I will never be able to repay you for. Thank you for always being there for me. So this was Father's Day, and this is one of my favorite pictures of my dad from a couple times ago when I was home. Day 172 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for digital x-rays. Hopefully I will know by morning if my foot is broken or not, and I won't even have to go to the ER. So I just used my stock picture. So what that was is I actually, I fell on a Wednesday. My knees, what you saw of my knees, that was Thursday. But I could weight bear on my foot. My foot hurt, but I could weight bear. So I iced my foot Wednesday, iced my foot Thursday. And I could weight bear, but it hurt Friday and Saturday. I still iced it, but I was like, oh, okay, it's just a little bit sore. That's Friday and Saturday. Sunday I woke up, I couldn't weight bear. Excuse me. And then Monday I couldn't weight bear, so I didn't go to work. I went to the doctor, and she was able to send me just to a community clinic to get my x-rays done. They digitally come back to her. And then if my foot was broken, which you will see in day 173 here in a second, she sent those digital records to the community hospital that I live closest to, or I will be living closest to actually. I'm connected to the primary care network by my new home. And I didn't even have to go to the ER. I didn't have to see an ER doctor. She just sent them there, and they figured out what they were going to do, which was soft cast my foot. So day 173 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful I didn't have to go through emergency to find out my fourth metatarsal, so my fourth toe on the top, bone is broken, or to get my soft cast put on. Yay for primary care networks. So this is what my foot looked like when I came home from the hospital. But I walked into the hospital, walked into the orthopedic clinic, outpatient clinic, and they're like, oh, you're here, Nicole, did up my foot. So it was amazing, because the hospital's up here. To go for just like a broken foot, I would have been in the hospital probably 20 hours before I was even seen. It's crazy. Like I said earlier, we have free healthcare, and that's awesome, but our emergency rooms are packed all the time. Day 174 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for this little man, just basking in the sun, no cone, just being super duper Casper Rooney cat. So this is three pictures of Casper just laying in the sun, and he still had to be combed at that time, but I give him his medicine, and then we let him have like an hour or so in our supervision so that he could clean himself, right? Because with the big old cone, he can't get his shoulders or his belly or anything. And this day, it was sunny and hot, and he just decided to lay in the sun and be silly. Day 175 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful I got through the day without having to use any painkillers. Boy, is my foot on fire right now. Guess that's what happens when you break your foot and you are trying to transition between being able, or you're trying to transition to be able to walk back on it. So when I first broke my foot, they said, nope, use crutches. I couldn't use crutches. It hurt my neck and my shoulder too much. So then they allowed me to heel walk, but then that was only a couple steps at a time. And so, but I didn't want to take painkillers. I took like anti-inflammatories. I took naproxen, which is a prescription. But other than that, I didn't want to take any painkillers because my addiction past, I don't take painkillers. The most I ever take is liquid gels, like ibuprofen liquid gels, like for headaches and stuff, unless I get migraines, of course. But I didn't want to take anything for my foot either, because I just didn't want my body to get used to having a painkiller in it again. So I was attempting to heel walk, but it was making my foot an absolute fire. Day 176 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for a restful day. My foot sure needed it. So I said, I have a little picture, keep calm and know you're one day closer to a full recovery. And that was the day I went back to work. It was pretty crazy. Day 171 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for Trevor Noah. He is so funny and a great distraction from a broken foot. And so we were watching Trevor Noah, It's My Culture on Netflix, my husband and I, and it was, he's funny, and he's also the guy that does The Daily Show on the Comedy Network, and he's amazing. He's on point with everything, with all the craziness going on in the States and all the craziness going on around the world with people dying and whatever. He's like, he shows such respect to these issues, but is able to give it a bit of comic relief. So after watching it, you feel informed about the issue that he's talking about, but you feel a little bit lighter, like a little bit of the stress has been lifted. I don't know, he's amazing. I love him. Day 178 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for another rest day. Work is going to be interesting tomorrow. So this was a Sunday, and I just used one of my rest day from my workout series of stock pictures I have. And then day 179 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful the day is over because my foot is about to explode. Picture does not show the swelling does not do the swelling in my foot and leg justice. It is huge. First day, this was my first day back to work with a broken foot. Vlog should be up on my channel this evening or tomorrow. So this was actually my first day back to work. I apologize. And you can't, like I said, you can't really see, but my foot is so swollen. And in the video, I actually touched the top of my foot by my toes. You can see how much it indents. Day 170 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful for good leadership. It makes life so much more enjoyable. So just a little leadership sign. And then day 161 of gratitude. Today I'm grateful that my foot is healing slowly but healing. And this is a picture where my foot is so swollen you can't even see the soft cast while it's in my foot. The white part at the top, you can't even see it. And then the last day of June. Today I'm grateful. So day 182. Today I'm grateful for amazing friends like Angel Eyes 378. Not just an incredible friend, but an amazingly talented nail artist, lash specialist, and makeup artist. So this is actually the professional headshot she had done, because she now works in a fancy salon, and she's the girl that does my nails and also tries to also do my eyebrows, but sometimes it doesn't work. But she's the girl that makes the two colors for my nails, the summer and the winter nails that you always see. Right now I actually have to go today and get my nails redone. I had to paint over them with purple because I had so many cracks in the gel. I don't know what I did to my nails. I had to go 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks getting them done because of my foot. I wasn't able to drive because it's my right foot, so I'm able to drive, so I had to adjust. Last time I had to go 3 weeks, this time I had to go 3 weeks. And last time it was okay. They were just annoying. This time I cracked the gel and stuff. I don't even know what I did. But anyways, that is my June gratitude video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon in my next video. Bye guys.